Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday football review for round 22 of the 2022 NRL season. And bugger me, one game was a good one that was ended in controversial circumstances, and the other game was a surprise result that I don't think anybody would have predicted. Welcome to the Sunday Football Review. I am your host, Nick from Australia. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like the live stream, subscribe to the channel as well. It means a lot. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so if you can subscribe, that would mean a lot. And share the video around to your friends and your cousins and whoever you know. Just share the live stream around all over social media. All right. I want to go back to the live chat and see who's here, and then we're going to get into this afternoon's results. Hello to Faraz, Jaden Lambert, William Pearson, Jaden's here, NRL Melbourne Storm fan, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, SS Storm fan, Electrical Dust, Paddy G, he's here. He's not happy one bit. I can imagine the mood he would be in at the moment. Josh Rabbitohs 2022. The chat is looking pretty good. All right. There's a few team seasons that are now over. I just want to say, Dragons and Manly, you might as well book your flights to Bali, or you might as well get ready for your Mad Monday because their seasons are over. Dragons gone. Manly gone. I think the entire bottom 8 is pretty much gone except for Canberra. So, West Tigers, Gold Coast Titans, Newcastle Knights, New Zealand Warriors, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, St George Illawarra Dragons, Manly Seagulls. Their seasons are all over. The only team outside the top 8 that can still mathematically make the 8 is the Green Machine, the Canberra Raiders. Everybody else looks pretty much set in stone for finals. Brisbane and Parramatta aren't set yet, but they pretty much are. I think if Canberra lose next week and the Roosters win, I think the top 8's pretty much set in stone anyway. So top 8's almost set. Personally, I don't believe the top 8 will change now. I think the top 8 is set in stone, but everything else looks to be pretty much locked up, unless Canberra can find their way in there somehow, courtesy of somebody. But that would only be the Roosters or Parramatta at this stage. But we're going to get into the Sunday football review now, and we're going to go back to the very first game this afternoon, which was at GIO Stadium in Canberra. It was the Raiders 24, the Dragons 22. Now, this game, in my opinion, the Dragons were hard done by. As we all know, the ending of the game, there was about 13 seconds to go. Raiders were up 24-22. Matthew Feagai makes a break. He's away. He steps back on the inside. He gets tackled. There was about 3 seconds left. Canberra holding down. Feagai was denied a chance to play the ball. I thought it was a penalty / professional foul / sin bin. The referee didn't believe it. The referee said, "No, game is over." Let's be honest. If that was in the 78th minute, that would have been a sin bin, professional foul, would have been a penalty every day of the week. But because the time ran out, they decided to say, "No, that's the game. It's all over." I mean, come on. Just because it was the final play of the game does not give the referee the excuse to say that the game is over. That was a professional foul every day of the week. Now, all I'm saying, look, the Dragons have a case to say they were robbed. If I want to go out and say they were robbed, they have a case. But here's the thing. They did have chances to win the game. They did have more than one chance to win it. Obviously, Mbai losing that ball in a one-on-one strip from Harry O'Neill with 2 minutes to go didn't help them. But the problem I have is Lomax should have had a penalty goal right next to the post to level up and go to go and point it, and then 24-24. It's anyone's game from that point onwards. So I was quite disappointed with that decision. I thought it should have been a penalty, but it wasn't to be. Canberra ended up winning the game 24-22. Going to go through the tries now of the game, and the Raiders, well, they got up to a fantastic start. Young Zach Wolford there put a grubber kick through for Hudson Young to score the first try. Canberra off to a flying start there, leading the game 6 points to 0 for the Green Machine. Then the Dragons went over there through Talatai Amone, who got his first try of the game there with a nice step on the inside, and he did well to get the ball down, Amone. So, geez, a good player, Amone. He's just getting better and better, the young kid. 6-all after 6 minutes, so a very fast start from both teams here. And then Amone again got his double. Got 2 tries already, Amone. He had a really good start to the game. Amone scores. Dragons 12-6 after 20 minutes. Really good stuff for the Dragons. Obviously, that first 2 minutes was a bit sloppy, but once they got going, they were on a bit of a roll there. The Dragons 12-6 over the Raiders. Bit back and forth there for a while, and then I don't know what happened to Moga's defense. He got lost, and Jordan Rapana went over and scored on the corner there, which was one hell of a try, I should say. Fogarty converts it. Was it 12-all at that point in favor of no one ever. It was leveled up at 12 apiece. And then with 5 minutes till half time, Ben Hunt goes for a kick downfield. It's charged down by the Englishman Ryan Sutton, and Ryan Sutton scores the try. Lucky try, but you take what you can get. Raiders 18-12. We get to half time. Raiders 18-12, and I thought to myself, gee whiz, the Dragons have been pretty good in this first half. I thought they were very competitive. They had nothing to lose here, really. I mean, obviously the season was on the line, but the pressure was on Canberra more than it was the Dragons. We get to the second half, and Albert Hopewade scores for the Green Machine. Really poor start for the Dragons to start the second half. 24-12 Canberra. Dragons were a bit sloppy, all over the place. Couldn't really find a try for a while there. And then Amone again for his third try of the game. This kid just gets better and better. Amone scores his hat-trick. First ever hat-trick, I should say, as well. Raiders 24-18. Dragons still had about 12 minutes to potentially try and steal this game or get it to go on point. And then, unbelievable, Tautai Moga goes over in the corner. Moga scores. Lomax has a kick to level the game. He misses the goal, which was a shame. So it's 24-22. There's about, 3 minutes to go. A one-on-one strip there from Corey Harry O'Neill on Moses Mbai, which I thought, well, that's it. Dragons had 2 plays, and then Hunt threw a beautiful ball to Feagai, and he was gone. Matthew Feagai was gone. He got tackled. 5 seconds to go, 3 seconds to go. The referee decides to say, no, that's it, game over. Should have been a penalty, but for reasons I do not know, there was no penalty. And we get the full time. Canberra Raiders 24, St. George Illawarra Dragons 22. The Dragons season's over. Anthony Griffin looked really pissed off after that ending. I do not blame him one bit. I would have been pissed off myself, but we get the full time and the Raiders knock off the Dragons 24-22. They hold on. I held on for their life, the Raiders, and credit to them, but they can't be finishing games off like that if they want to try and sneak into that top 8. They've got to be a lot better than what they were this afternoon. But my top 3 players on ground from the Raiders and Dragons game this afternoon. Number 3, I'm going to go with Josh Papali. Number 2, I'm going to go with the fullback Xavier Savage. And number 1, my man of the match, even though the Dragons were beaten, I'm going to give the man the match to a Dragons player, and his name is Talatai Amone. He had 3 tries. He was involved in everything. I thought Amone was the best player on the field. Even though the Dragons were beaten, I thought Amone was the best player on the field by a mile. So Amone is my man of the match. But the Raiders get the win 24-22. The Dragons season's over. Might as well book your tickets to Bali now. They are done. Canberra win 24-22. And we're going to go to the final game now, which was the 4 o'clock game up at the Gold Coast. A surprise result, one that I did not expect to happen. I thought Manly would win well, but they were way off their game. Gold Coast Titans 44, Manly Seagulls 24. This was a result that I don't think anybody expected. I just want to say as well, if you are a subscriber of the Pro Enzo Vids YouTube channel, I would strongly suggest you check out his review. He is probably going to lose his shit. And if he does, I do not blame him. That was pretty much deplorable from Manly. They were physically disgusting. They were mentally weak. And in all seriousness, Manly were pathetic. This was a game they should have won. They won up there on the plane. They took the Titans lightly. They probably thought, we're playing the Gold Coast. They're coming last. We'll just have to turn up and we'll win. Well, unfortunately for Manly, that wasn't the case. And the Gold Coast, they were due for a win, and they turned it around, and they finally got a win today. Not that it was not. I wasn't impressed by the Titans too much, but they did what they had to do in the end. So, early on, there was a no try in the first 4 minutes to Olakau'atu for a knock-on from Martin Tapau, which, honestly, I thought that was fucking stupid. Tapau knocks it backwards. There's no knock-on there. That's a really tough call. It's like they're looking for a knock-on. That was a really tough call, that one. So no try to Olakau'atu, which I thought was bullshit. And then, I mean, of all people, Jamin Jolliffe scores the first try of the game off a fucking forward pass from Jared Wallace, I might add. Who the fuck would have backed that? I got no idea. Gold Coast start well. Garrick gets one back for Manly. Then there was a try there to the young Fafita on the wing. He went over and scored. And then Jack Trbojevic got over and scored. It was, 12-all at that point, I think it was. And Brian Kelly scored off an intercept. Terrible pass from Cherry Evans. Intercepted by Brian Kelly. He went over and scored a 70-meter try. Titans, I think it was 18-12 at that point. And then there was a penalty before half-time. They went, because Cherry Evans went for a short dropout that went out in the full. 20-12 Titans at half-time. We get to the second half. Both Fillmore goes through. Fuck, that was a soft try. Both Fillmore went through. Really soft try. What's it, 26-12 Titans or whatever it was. And then Brimson went over, just stepping his way through. Pretty soft try there. Brimson went over and scored. What are we now? 32-12 or something. And then David Fafita scored a try that he should have been scoring months ago. And Fafita had his best game of the year this afternoon. Fafita was fantastic. Scored that 60-meter try. That was a brilliant effort. Pretty poor defense there from Manly, though. But David Fafita trying to find some confidence there. So he went over and scored. What would it be, 38-12 or something at that point. Manly got a try there for Brad Parker. He went over and scored in his return game. 38-18. Then Koala went over late. 38-24. Again, the game's over. And then Titans score a late one there for both Fillmore, which was a brilliant try, by the way. Fillmore went over and scored, and we get to full time. Gold Coast Titans 44. Manly Seagulls 24. I don't think anybody gave a fuck about this game except Manly supporters. Titans fans would. I mean, there was Titan supporters there, but the crowd was so dead. There was like 7,000 there. 6,000, 7,000 people there. You couldn't even hear the crowd. There was nobody even fucking there. It was a dog shit game. Obviously, the points, the entertaining part was good, but defensively, both sides were dog shit. The Titans did well to win, but I'm still not impressed by the Gold Coast. They're still a dog shit team. Manly, I don't know what happened to them. They just didn't show up, I don't think. I think they were stuck on the plane. That's how poor they were. It was quite embarrassing. Isaac right in the chat with a 99-cent donation. Thank you, Isaac. This is a game that I would like to forget because I hate the Titans and I hope they come last. But at the moment, the Tigers are now last, so bit of a shame there. My top 3 players on ground from the Titans Seagulls game. Number 3, I'm going to go with Brian Kelly. Number 2, I'm going to go with David Fifita. And number 1, my man of the match, I'm going to give it to Beau Fermor. I thought Beau Fermor was fantastic. Scored 2 tries. Thought Beau Fermor played excellent this afternoon. So Beau Fermor is my man of the match in the Titans 44-24 win over the Manly Warringah Seagulls. But Manly season's now over, so a bit like the Dragons, might as well get ready for Mad Monday because they are gone for the rest of the season. Hopefully, Manly can do us a favour against the Sharks Saturday night and knock the Sharks off. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But guys, that's gonna wrap up the review. I know it's a bit of a short one this afternoon, but besides the Raiders Dragons game, the Titans Manly game doesn't have a whole lot to talk about. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the Sunday football review. If you enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good shit. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for one-on-one with Nick from Australia. Until then, have a good night, everyone. We'll see you guys in the next one.